They don't want it to have a good time.
It kills you.
Tell her. Unless she smells, she smells.
It's fucked up. It's fucking exactly fucked up. All they want is their 40 minutes. They're not going to sympathise with anyone. They go, oh no, we won't show that because, you know, yeah, all they want is their footage. All they want is ratings. All they want to do is get back the 140 million euros that they spend on this TV show. There's no sympathy towards us or anything like that. So I actually think, fuck it, you know, why put up with that shit? You're a stronger person, as Rafi says. I know what you're playing at. I know what you're doing here. So I'm going to walk. And I'm going to not let this happen to me.
And if you see me with a backy end...
Why did you want to come on the show?
It gets it at time.
I never thought of it. Genuinely never thought of it. Because I never thought it would happen.
Just to have a laugh.
Yeah, just have a fucking laugh. Just to take the piss. Just go a bit mad. I never realised people would be this fucking cautious. This sensible. I don't really hang around with sensible people. Do you know what I mean? The people in here are so fucking in the fucking game. You're actually pathetic. True. It's actually embarrassing. It's embarrassing for them. I think Steve understands.
Pardon?
I think Steve fully understands.
Yeah, he does.
Fully.
Yeah.
Like, for a man who's being fucking blown up and has had his 2 legs taken away from him, to say that this is the hardest shit he's gone through in his life, well, that fucking says something to me. Mm-hmm. Nobody's values friendship in here. All they want to do is stay as long as they can. Like, if we opened up her heart to her, told her everything, I saw her crying in the car and about the car didn't get the one that she was meant. It's like, is it really that important to you? You wouldn't even get focused on that.
I feel really uncomfortable in this room when you're having a bit of a bitch. Could you take it somewhere else? It's making
Excuse me, we're not actually having a bitch, we're having a serious conversation.
Well, do you want to do it somewhere else? Because it's making me feel really uncomfortable.
What is making you feel uncomfortable exactly?
I just feel like you're talking about people and I can't sit here while that's going on. So I still need to go somewhere else and do it.
Well, this is my bed and I will have whatever discussion I want to have.
And she's not bitching about anyone.
And I'm not bitching, I'm evaluating my situation in this house and whether or not I want to fucking stay. So I will fucking stay what I feel in this while I'm here.
Okay, well, I'm just expressing it's making me feel really uncomfortable, but it's fine if you want to carry on, that's fine.
She's not expressing anything, Keely.
What?
She's not
No, I'm telling you it's making me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, but she's not bitching about anyone.
Maybe just try and go to sleep and stop fucking earwigging then.
I'm not earwigging you, I'm just talking about people that I actually care about.
Who?
Minister in the back.
You mentioned Steve, that concerns me.
She said...
Excuse me, I said Steve fully understands how I feel right now. Nothing was ever said badly about Steve, so fine, I will take it outside this room if that's how strong you feel about it.
Thanks.
She never said a bad word about anyone, Keely.
Alright, well I can't hear properly, but it's making me feel uncomfortable, that's all I said. I can't hear exactly what you're saying, but it's making me feel uncomfortable.
She's not bitching about anyone, Keely.
That's fine then.
Tell you what's making me feel uncomfortable. This.
Sorry, Andy. Well, it's a little bit more serious than what... But you don't know the situation, Keely.
I don't know the situation, but I'm just saying it's making me feel uncomfortable.
But to assume that someone's bitching about someone, like when she clearly
well,
wasn't...
when I can hear names and stuff, that's what I'm assuming, yeah, that's what...
It's a pretty big assumption.
Well, maybe it is. What do you want me... I'm just saying it's making me feel uncomfortable.
Because someone is talking about a situation that you don't know anything about.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Andrew, are you alright?
Yeah, we have a glass of water.
How does that make you feel
Oh,
uncomfortable?
come on, I don't want to carry this conversation on.
Well,
Just
then don't interrupt then.
I'm not interrupting, I'm trying to get to sleep.
Like, when someone's going through massive issues, Kelly, you can't just fucking go in there and start assuming shit that you don't know anything
I'm
about.
not then. Just leave me alone. I'm not interested in having this conversation. I'm just saying.
Well, then don't get involved then.
I'm not getting involved.
You did get involved.
Oh, fuck off.
You did get involved. That's
Yeah,
exactly
because
what you
I'm
did.
just trying to get to sleep and I'm saying, you're making me feel uncomfortable, can you take it somewhere else?
Who's making you feel uncomfortable?
You and
I didn't say anything. I didn't say a word.
All I said was, please, can you take it somewhere else?
John, to be fair, it wasn't the best conversation to have in here. If you were upset about something, you'd have taken it in the nest, wouldn't you, or something?
I think it's a little bit more serious than like what.
Well, I don't know what's going on. It has nothing to do with me.
Exactly. So just
What?
say it.
I am out of it. I'm asking you to take it somewhere else. I'm not even in it.
But this isn't the Keeley room.
I didn't say it was.
This is a communal room. It doesn't. You don't own it.
Didn't say I did.
Okay, but to be fair, when there's a major discussion about whether someone should stay or
And she can
go...
have it wherever she wants.
Right, fine. Right, fine. If that's your opinion, that's fine.
But-
I'm
but-
just expressing mine. That's fine.
But just for personal dignity, I wouldn't want to have that sort of conversation where other people could hear. That's all.
That's a communal house, Ben.
All right, leave
No,
it then. That's fine. Do
knew.
what you want. Leave it. Do what you
But
want.
you know, I've come close to wanting to leave a couple of times. What I'm saying is I probably would have taken that conversation elsewhere.
But you can
To
understand.
me, it felt like you were slagging people off, and I can't just sit here and just lie through
Who's
it.
we?
What?
Well, how's I even involved? I was just listening to what she had to say. So
That's
don't
fine.
bring me
I'm
into it. So
not
don't bring me
bringing
into
you
it.
into it. You're bringing yourself into it. All I'm saying is I sat up and said, to me, honestly, and if I've got this wrong, I completely apologise. But to me, it sounded like you were slagging people off.
Yeah, well,
Right?
you should apologise.
What?
You should apologise.
Well, I'll wait till she comes back in and I will apologise. And I apologise to you if I've got it completely wrong, but I can't just lie here and sit through it.
I just think you're totally out of order.
Well, actually, you're totally out of order.
How am I out of order?
Because you're not listening to my point of view.
I just
I'm
listened
sat in
to
the
it.
bedroom trying to get to sleep, and all I can hear is you just saying names. So if I've took the wrong assumption that you're slagging people off, I completely apologise. Completely. 100% apologise. But I don't want to sit here and listen to it. I'm sorry.
Well, that's fair enough. But like, she's entitled to be in here if she wants.
Yeah, that's fine. But I can't sit here and try and go to sleep while
Well, then
you're
leave.
saying... You what?
Then leave.
I'm trying to get to sleep. It's a bedroom.
Well, go and sleep. Like, you asking her to go and sleep in the snug is exactly
I'm
the
not
same as
asking
you
you
going.
to go and sleep
She
in the
wasn't saying that,
snug.
she's just saying...
Or go and talk in the snug is exactly the same as you going and sleeping in the
No,
snug.
no, because
No, listen,
a
John
bedroom's
James,
for
right,
sleeping.
listen. If I've approached that the wrong way, completely apologise. But to me,
She
and
said-
can
she
you just
said-
listen it to me from my point of
Yeah,
view?
yes, I can.
To me, it just sounded like you were talking about people. Now, I'm sorry.
What names do you think you heard?
Steve, it was a Steve that got me, and I thought she was slagging her off, but if she wasn't, then I'll say
If you must know what she said she's going through a difficult situation with her boyfriend on the outside. Not that it's any of your business anyway.
No, it's
and
not.
she said because Steve is married, Steve come up and hugged her just
Right.
because she tried to leave, and Steve hugged her and said, "I fully respect your decision," and that, and to Keely. To Kiva, sorry. And Kiva just said then, she goes, not many people in here understand. Corin doesn't really understand where I'm coming from. She said, but Steve, there's other people in here like Steve who fully understand where I'm coming from.
Well, then
And that was it.
Right, well, I can't hear any of it, but all I can hear is names. So I'm not the type of person that's just going to lie here and just, and if I'm thinking people are being slagged off, I'm not
No,
just going to make,
look.
no, listen, from my point, I'm not having a go, but from my point of view, for me just to lie here when I think something's going on, and all I said was it's making me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it, and I apologise completely if I've got the wrong end of the stick, but that's honestly how I've seen it.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry if you've taken offence to that, and I'll apologise to Kiva, but I'm not just going to lie here. Like
Yeah, and look, I understand. This is a bedroom, this is where you sleep. I just think that maybe you should have just said, Kiva, can you take it outside? Because I don't really want you talking in the bedroom. You didn't have to say...
I know, but I was raging because to me...
You didn't have to say, I don't want to hear you slagging people, because you just made an assumption.
Yeah, we did make an assumption.
And you should...
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry that I made an assumption, but when I'm hearing names, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
So.
Look, I understand, but like, I think you're well within your rights to tell us to leave, because this is a bedroom and people are trying to sleep. I just think that you should have made...
it the wrong way. I know,
you just shouldn't have said... Like, you shouldn't have just assumed that she was slagging people off.
I know, but I can assume
Because she wasn't.
Because I know for a fact she has been slagging people off.
When?
So I can assume
When?
that.
When was she slagging people off?
I'm not getting into it, but I know she has. So
Just then she wasn't.
No, well, I know. I'm not saying just then. I just told you that I didn't get the full end of the stick. What I'm saying is, I know for a fact she has slagged people off. So when I'm hearing names and I'm laying here, I don't look like an idiot just laying here. That's my perspective on it.
Yeah, look, whether she slagged people off in the past or whatever, but at that particular...
So that's where the assumption comes from.
Yeah.
So
at that particular moment, I swear on my life, she was not slagging anyone off.
That's fine, and I'll apologise to her then.
Thanks, John.
Good night, guys.
Good night. Sleep well.
I feel a bit bad on Andrew. I can't just lie to him.
No.
So sorry,
No, you didn't, honey. I understand. I was getting a bit touchy too. I actually didn't think she was slagging.